Hi, and welcome to the next episode of Sharing the Light. Have you ever noticed when you're sitting around the office that all you want to do is try to be open and honest with people? And of course, everyone thinks they're actually sharing from an open and honest and collaborative perspective. But are you really? If you're saying what you think and feel and someone else says what they think and feel, is there ever going to be trouble? I'm sure we've seen more than one situation in which that has been the case. And sometimes it's not even appropriate to actually be 100% honest with people. It depends on the task that you're asking them to undertake and really the outcome that you're wanting them to deliver. Now, of course, that doesn't mean we should be lying to people, but really we do have to think about the style and the modes of communication that we actually use with others in the workplace, depending on who they are and also what we're trying to achieve. So the process of having more open, honest and straightforward communications was best explained to me by a gentleman by the name of Andrew Horriban, a EO member here in Perth. He developed a process in which he identified the 12 bulls, as he calls them, that actually presents honest conversation to happen. And really the aim is to try to shift those bulls, and of course in his mindset, move the bullshift, to actually end up with a better and more appropriate discussion between people, but also actually more positive outcomes in the workplace. Now, I'll share with you at the end of this video a connection to Andrew's website and certainly something that I recommend you reach out to him about to understand more of what shifting the bull is all about. But for me, I have this handy little card that sits in my office. I'll just show it to you now, which really talks about the high level of the 12 bulls and the ways that you should be going about trying to have communication and engagement with people. But more importantly, this little card also achieves and does something else, which I've found for my staff works really well. It actually highlights to them during a day that I'm having, and we have an open door policy here at my work at Ingenium, is the fact that they are actually permitted to give me feedback as well. This is probably a highly and most important part of the entire process because, of course, being the boss at work, there's a dynamic that the staff have to work with. And it is actually as important, if not more important, that they feel safe to remind me of the habits, behaviours and attitudes that I might be presenting to them that are probably being a little bit counterproductive for the business. And also the fact that I'm in the right mindset to actually hear that without jumping down their throats. So, what would I like you to take away from this? Well, really what I'd like you to take away is the fact of thinking about the type of ways you are communicating with people and really recognise whether you are actually being open, whether you are actually having straightforward conversations and are being honest when you need to.